Hello everyone and welcome to a new Horizon 5 seasonal summary episode. The new season has arrived, so it is time for us to go through the Winter of Series 1 festival playlist. This week you can get the 01 for 22 seasonal points as well as the Subaru 22B for 42, besides the other seasonal events rewards. So let's quickly get onto it, and if this helps, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks! Starting with this week's Forzathon, which will get you 80 Forzathon points or double if you also own La Casa Solariega, that you'll be able to use in weekly Forzathon shops besides the 5 points towards festival completion. Just know that you must complete the chapters in order, so let's start with the first one. Own and drive the 2019 911 Carrera S, which if you don't already own, you can get from the auto show. The second chapter has you gather 9 stars from speed traps. So go through as many as you need till the completion banner pops. Once done with it, the third chapter requires you a picture of your 911. This one, as you might have already seen, is bugged, so what you need to do here is first do the weekly photo challenge. This requires you to take a picture of any car during the night, but I recommend you to skip the 911 from the Forzathon. So you can start a street scene event as they are all during the night, take a picture right from the start and then exit the event. Once done and the weekly photo challenge is shown as completed in the festival playlist, you can switch back to your Porsche, pop the camera cover, take a shot and you're up to the fourth one. Here, all you need to do is drive your Porsche for 15 miles in order to complete the weekly and get all the points it has to offer. As for the weekly Forzathon shop, is again kinda disappointing if you ask me. Regarding the daily challenges, as always one opens each day and counts as 1 point, as well as 10 Forzathon points or double if you own the house mentioned before. For dailies, difficulty doesn't matter as long as you complete the requirement. For more points, you can play a Horizon Arcade. By far the easiest method is to gather up a convoy of at least 4 other people and start completing challenges. In order to sync up your convoy faster, you should be at the same location. Do know that it will only count as gold if you complete all the 3 of an event. So that being said, I'll try to do additional live streams throughout the week to team up and get it done, hopefully together too. Next we have The Trial, a fine addition, collector series with any performance rating for a free Ferrari Dino. For this one, most of the cars are really expensive, so as you might have gotten used to, I picked the cheapest option from the auto show, which was still 500k. And that is the TVR. I tuned it for both S1 and S2, but we from Tonight's Convoy recommend to tackle this trial in S1, as S2 might get pretty messy. Up next, Seasonal Event Lab in 800 USA cars. Though this is going to be more interesting, but it was a simple race that we as a convoy had to win against the Drivatars. Used past week's PR Stunts Dodge. After it, it's Winter Games, 800 Unlimited Off-Road for the Thumbs Up emote. As you may know, you don't have to win this to get the reward, so just make sure to stay till the end of it and you'll get the reward, points towards seasonal completion and the golden card. The Jeep Trailcat is among the cheapest options unless you have anything else already from Wheelspins. After that we can quickly dive into the PR stunts. Just make sure you keep an eye on the restrictions, so what you must use as per each of the 3 seasonal challenges. Just in case you need them, my tunes can be found by Darksider9229 creator. Call Principle Speed Trap S1 900 Retro Muscle. The requirement is the 4th box with the cactus icon, since it is winter, while the restriction or which car or type you actually need to use is described below. For this one I used the Ford Crown Victoria, tuned for as much power as it could handle in this S1 class, since this is a speed trap. Next it's Pyramid of the Moon Speed Zone for a simple wheel spin. In S2, Porsche. Actually, you'll be doing this one for the points towards completion more than for the reward itself. My choice was the same Porsche we used for the weekly Forzathon. Just threw as many upgrades it could handle and gave it a try. Won't disappoint unless you don't brake in time to keep the momentum throughout the corners. And lastly, it's Canyon Run Trailblazer in 800 Unlimited Off-Road for yet another spin. This can be tricky at times, but this one was really easy and the Trailcat used for games too helped get this done with plenty of time to spare.
Did you buy a new GPS or something?
Once done with the PR stunts, it's time for this week's Seasonal Championships. Just remember that the championship must be won against at least highly skilled drive avatars while driving a car that matches the restrictions, just like for PR stunts. The difficulty should be locked by default, but I'd recommend to set it to highly skilled or above during free round 2, just in case you encounter other bugs which might result in the wins to not count for some mysterious reason. Starting with no expense spared in S1 High Rollers cars for a Ford GT. I used the Centenario as again it would be among the cheapest out of the ones eligible for this event, and the tune can be found by creator Darksider9229. To find out which cars you are allowed to use, you can use the 3 dashes button on your controller to access the view eligible cars screen per event. Second, Midnight Battle, 800 Super Hot Hatch for a Super Wheel Spin. We already have the Ford Focus RS from last week, which should do the job rather well. As for the third championship, reasonably priced cars, you get to race in C600 cheap cars for an awesome Pagani Huayra, which I think is eligible for cars in the High Rollers Championship too, but you better check first. Using cheap cars like this old Golf 3 to get expensive cars is always nice. The only downside is that these are really slow and this will take a while. Up next for more points, Horizon Tour Co-op Championship. Just enter it and see what it gives you in terms of car requirements. If none fits, rent or buy one, as I think these change on every new run, not always requiring the same class, for the whole week of a season like the previous challenges and championships do. But if you already have a tuned car from the past that can be used, go ahead and use it, thus keeping the change in the pocket. For instance, we got race cars from the pre-season. Being done with the championships, it's time for this week's photo challenge, Twilight Saga. Wait for the sun to go down and below the moonlight take a picture of any car that you might be driving during that night. Or start a street scene event as shown during the Forzathon summary at the start of the video, since this one bugs the Forzathon picture. Up next, Horizon Open Challenge. Prepare for elimination, which requires you to eliminate at least 2 other players during the same Eliminator event. As for the Eliminator, just go and complete a session and make sure to finish at least 30th, so don't get eliminated super quickly if you wish to get the points and gold too. These two can actually be completed together. Eventually, as the game won't always let you trigger the races due to all the bugs it has. If you are lucky enough and position yourself for success, you can even win it no matter if others have better tier cars.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
As for the monthly, well, they are monthly and we already have it. But if you don't, it only needs you to do a clean lap around the pre-selected circuit, so that means no exclamation mark next to your time, so no crashing and no rewins. And that basically sums up the Winter of Series 1 seasonal playlist. Thanks to all the DMD members that managed to join tonight. It has been a pleasure as always. Regarding the daily challenges, in case you have trouble with any, please use the comment section below or ask over Discord and I'll guide you through. Unless it is bugged like some seem to be, similar to showcase stories and other type of events completion. If this helped, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Your support is much appreciated. Thanks. See you on Thursday with the next completion summary for the upcoming spring season of Series 1, as well as with the open lobby stream on Saturday evening, where we'll try to create a convoy to do seasonal stuff, Horizon Arcades and other activities besides other guides and maybe funny videos of Horizon 5 across the week. But until then, thanks for watching and have fun racing.